Well, hello there. Today we are going from Canajoharie, New York to Little Falls, New York.
Yep.
It's a short trip.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit on the longer side because we have 4 locks to go through.
Oh man, 4 locks.
Yeah, 4
and
locks.
The monster lock, number 17.
Yeah, so you do remember. And then we're going to stop on the other side of the monster lock in Little Falls, which I'm really looking forward to because we couldn't see it last time. So
yeah.
Let's go.
Alright, Sam already took the other stern line off for me, and that one's just looped around that bollard. This is the main one because I need to get back on the boat, so I'm going to do that one last. This one's kind of drooping, and this one's drooping too, so it doesn't look like there's any wind or current, so I'm going to start here. Who knew there were so many different ways to secure a boat? No, certainly never heard of these rings when we got started. Didn't know I'd have to learn to tie to those. Sam's calling lock 14, so I'm doing this. Now, there is a bridge there, and then lock 14, you can probably see it. There's a boat coming out of lock 14 right now, so that's where we will be going as soon as I get these lines off. I see where the lights are supposed to be, but do you see it there by the 14 on the right? Nothing's on. Huh? I don't either. Do you see me down here? Where? Oh, I see him on a bicycle. All right, I'm gonna go on this side, on the port side. Yeah, I want a pipe. There is one right here. He's already closing the back gate. You want to do this one close to the back here? Okay. Okay. Yeah, you'll be able to grab this rope. Yeah, it is big. All right, I'm almost there. Almost. A little bit further. All right, I got it. Okay. Yeah. I've got to do this threading first. Go ahead. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
All right, you too. This is what we're looking at on the Erie Canal.
What a beautiful morning. Crisp and clean.
Just incredible.
Yes.
This is one of the prettiest parts of the loop, don't you think?
Oh yeah, I definitely think so. And especially, I mean, we're seeing it at a time of the year where most loopers don't. Not a lot of traffic. but just as beautiful in the springtime, early summer. Beautiful day here. We just passed through Lock 14, heading to Lock 15 on the Erie Canal westbound. One of the things that can happen to you with all the fancy gadgets you have at your helm or bridge or stations is things can fail. So what I did today was just kind of give myself a little bit of confidence that I could do it, was not put the route on the Garmin and just navigate visually with a backup of my Navionics on my Android phone. So you can kind of see here what I'm doing. That way, if it does happen to you, you know, you at least, hey, you've practiced this, you can do it. And, you know, visually it's really not that big of a challenge on the Erie Canal. You know, we're keeping the red on the starboard side and the green on the port. And just navigating and then saying, okay, I have my phone with that in there and I have the route in there, and that will give me a little bit of guidance as well. So just one of the things you can kind of do just to prepare yourself for when malfunctions do happen. You have to be able to navigate visually and use whatever backup means you have. And even though right now I'm using the autopilot heading hold function, you know, I could take it off and steer it and simulate that, hey, I even lost the autopilot. So just something to think about. Kind of keep your mind occupied and ready for those times when it does happen. You'll be a little bit more prepared.
This wall has some issues here. I'm gonna grab, I think I'll stand right here, kind of in the middle between the midline and the breastline. Yeah, I'll take the next one and then you can get this one. How does that sound? He's closing the back gate. Got this one, and you can get the back one. Yep, you can shut it on. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Going away from the wall. Oh. Oh, you got it! Yay. It says the next lock westbound 6.71 miles. Lock 16. That's the one that goes up 20 feet, I believe. So how long do you think it'll take us to go that route, that almost 7 miles? No, 7 miles, 20 minutes, okay. Thank you, sir.
So you're looking at bridge E, 26A, and all the bridges on the Erie Canal are kind of labeled that way. E for Erie and 26A. And that is Bridge Street in the town of St. Johnsville, about mile 69 and a half on the Erie Canal. We are westbound, and what you see over there is
RV park.
An RV park, but it is also an RV park and a marina. And on our Gold Loop, we stayed there.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was a very nice place.
I remember we were docked there and walked on. We went up to that bridge and turned right, and that's where the town of St. Johnsville. There's a really good diner there. You were a big fan, especially I remember
it was very good.
Breakfast.
I think it had like the Monte Cristo or something.
Is that what you had?
And so it says no wake here. We have a fisherman out here, so we're just going to slow her down here to kind of idle speed. But really nice place to stay if you're on the loop, It has power.
I don't see any boats in there.
Yeah.
Oh, I see a little pontoon
And
boat.
I remember I thought they had some docks out, and perhaps they have pulled them in. But
Look at that tree.
the configuration seemed like they had docks out at one time. But there's a wall and power, and of course nobody really there at this time of the year. But a great place to stop, mile 69.5, westbound now for us on the Erie Canal. All right, so Lock 16's up ahead, and we have called them. We have the boat is on autopilot with heavy hold on it and back around 1,000 RPM doing 8 miles an hour. And what I kind of like to do is just bring this thing back a little bit at a time. We'll bring it back here to 900 RPM, start slowing it down little bit by little bit, making corrections here just to kind of line up. We've already talked to the lockmaster, and so thinking about steering visually here, I came in and come in on that.
I gotta get the fenders down.
Yeah, you'll have plenty of time. You want to go do that now? Come back?
Yeah,
Yeah, so we have it back about 750, 800 RPM and 6 miles an hour. And I'm looking up here, it's kind of steering visually. I still have my synchronizer on and all that, but I'm looking at those flags, and it kind of looks like it's blowing right down the lock there. So I'll kind of go through here. We'll turn the thrusters on in case we need them. And I'm just kind of getting the routine of doing this, turning the synchronizer off and matching the throttles. I bring it back to idle at this point. And then also taking off the autopilot. And just my memory aid is just to take the automation off of the throttles and off of the autopilot, so that I'm not sitting here thinking I get distracted. I have this one off and then I'm trying to steer and I've got the autopilot still engaged, so that way I can start taking over here and steering the boat in. So as we come into the lock, we're looking at that wind and coordinating with Rev outside as to which line we're going to take. This is a 20-foot rise, so it's going to be a little bit longer to go up there. So I'm going to start thinking about getting down to the cockpit, since I've done all my switches here, because you can't do this touch screen thing here with that. Is I'll put my gloves on and get ready so I can get down there. Just, you just want to be under control as you're coming into these locks here. There's no big hurry in these locks, particularly when you have other boats in there. You don't know what the other boater's going to be doing, so you just want to have your boat under control. And right now I'm going about, it says 4.7, so I'm just going to take it out of gear here, kind of slow it down even a little bit more. Keep the boat steered to the center. See what that wind's doing to me. It's slowed down to 3.3. I'll just put it back in gear here. That way we know how the boat is reacting to the wind and if there's any current. And it's just a matter of taking everything under control. Rev's up here filming right now, but
I'm going
normally
outside.
she would be outside, and I will just be nosing the boat over to the left, and we will be coordinating which lines to take here as we come in here. So you can kind of see, just kind of taking the boat very slowly down to 3 miles an hour. You definitely don't want to have it wake, and you want to be under control with that boat, because as you come into the lock, sometimes the winds are going to change on you. Okay, so
I'm going
today
outside.
is not a very challenging day with
He said remember to be in control. I felt out of control being up there in the the bridge that long. I'm usually out here, but anyway. I see the lockmaster up in that little house. See the ropes hanging down. There's a huge difference between an 8-foot rise and a 20-foot rise. And the next lock will be double this size, so really excited about that. Yeah, got 7.77 miles to the next lock. Looks like this stuff got freshly painted. Ooh, cold out here. Yeah, that looks like a lot of places to tie up on both sides if you had to. It says tie port side at lock 17.
We are now between locks 16 and 17, but I just had to show you how beautiful the Erie Canal is right here. Looks like a narrow passageway up ahead. You up to the challenge?
I am up to the challenge.
So, still in this section between lock 16 and lock 17, and we're coming up to this guard gate, a double guard gate. It has a red triangle on the right and a green square on the far left, and in the center there is a diamond yellow caution.
Yeah, so we're slowing it down. This is mile 74.5 on the Erie Canal westbound. And just going to take it slow through here. Our depth is reading 10 feet under the sensor, so we're looking pretty good.
Going on the right?
Yeah, we're going on the right side of it.
See a red marker under there beyond, and there's the green marker on the left side. It's so weird seeing things like this. That's a Herkimer home back there, and there used to be a dock here, but nothing. Nothing's here.
Yeah, so do you see that dark part of the gate? They do a lift gate, and so we're going to go right under that concrete area. Yeah, my goodness. You see the 17 on the top, and this is the big boy. See the green light ready to go in, and Sam's already talked to the lockmaster, and he let us know that that the gate was up and ready for us to go in. You see those flags on top? They're just, the wind is that strong. Yeah. So hopefully when we get into this lock, we'll have a little shelter from that wind. And you can see our flags on front. They're just sitting there because we have all this that we're... Oh, and you see the fall colors are really looking good. Okay, so everybody in this lock has to tie on the south side. So that's why I already knew, even though this is my favorite side to lock on, we read about the lock and knew that it was going to be over the south side that we would dock. And we also heard that the west side is better. So we're going to do the south side and in the back, because that would be south and west. Yeah, Sam's on the headphone telling him I'm going to get wet because you see the water dripping there down. I'm going to back up a little bit so I don't get the waterfall effect. Gonna get out of the waterfall coming down. No big deal. Yeah, you can see a little water. Okay, I'm going back out. And Sam, let's look at these lines to see. Now it said south, so we're going to do this side, and it also said west. So that way is west. Okay. Oh, west, yeah, to California, yeah, so down here. So apparently in the back is where all the swirling is happening. All right, the lines are so nasty, they really are camouflaged into the side. So here is one. Okay, you see that little indentation there? There's one right in front of it. Here's the line right here. I don't know if you can, because that might be too far for us. Or you go to the further one. You see that hanging down? You think? All right. Well, I could stay up here. Get me to this line. No, you can get it. You can grab that line. Take the stern over and get the boat pole. It's pretty far back there. See how far I am here? If I go... Yeah, go back. And I'll keep hold of this line. And you can go back. That is probably about 4 feet, 3 feet, 2 feet away now. So if you bring the stern in, you can get it. He's closing that lift gate. Honey, you can't reach it now. Get closer to the wall. Okay. Woo, look at the front. That is really incredible. Well, you can get it because the boat's moving over that way. You see how close we are to the back? Can you get it without the boat pole? Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to try to bring us in. I guess it doesn't matter because I tried. Oh my goodness. Let me try to get us in closer. All right. I feel like one of those ninja, you know, those games they have. Oh, okay, I am leaning back, and then I got our... I did that, Sam. That's how we're going. You need to do the same, because now the back's out. Well, this is fun. 40 feet. Here we come. No, I'm between the bow line cleat and the breast cleat here in the front. Yeah. Okay. I am leaning back. How are you doing back there? This is nuts. Goodness. They really need to put some floating bollards in this thing. I'm going I'm gonna write a letter. Dear Andy. Whoa. It's hard. We need a crew going through this block. We're still not there yet, Sam. Oh, okay, we're coming up. Like 3 feet left, Sam. The fishermen are over on the far left. Uh-oh. I think he got his fishing pole hung up in that tree.
Alright, so we have been through lock 17, going under a bridge at Little Falls. Up ahead there's these double guard gates. Look like scary guillotines. And then, about how far up would you say our marina is?
We should be able to see it just beyond that little turn there on the left.
Coming up to our marina in Little Falls, New York. I don't see the red marker on this tower, but the 2 diamond yellows are in the middle, and then there's a green on the far left. So let's check. Yes, correct. Okay, correct. I see a green up ahead marker on the left. Go faster. Does this make you nervous going under a structure like this?
No.
Man, steel.
Alright. Is somebody coming to help or do I need to dock us? Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm going to throw her the bow line first. Okay. I see power pedestals over here on this side. I don't see any up by that pontoon boat. Yeah, okay. But I'm telling you, I'm looking and I see power pedestals on this back side, but not the front side. Or back of the dock. Oh, you can park, further up there on the wall? Okay.
Well, thanks for coming along with us on our trip today from Canajoharie,
yes.
New York, over here to Little Falls.
Yeah, we went to 4 locks. It was kind of a rough day today, particularly that last one, a monster number 17. But we are here going to explore Little Falls and hope to see you soon on the next episode of What Yacht To Do, where we're going to head to, I believe, Utica.
All right.
All right.
Stay tuned.